So I've never posted a video on YouTube before. I want to start doing that. Hopefully, quite often. I just have all these thoughts that I want to share. It's hard to articulate the reason why. I just felt I wrote something today. I kind of had an epiphany, if you will, and I feel the best way for me to get a clear understanding of that was for me to write that down afterwards. So I wrote this down, and afterwards I felt, after reading it, I felt really so hard to articulate this, that my ego had vanished. And it's so pretentious to use the word enlightenment. I think it's biased. I think it's different towards every single person. But something clicked, something changed, and I thought I'd like to share it. Here it is. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my heart. I can feel it in my soul. Rhythmics of being resonate within me. I'm in a constant, never-ending swirl of diluted consciousness. Delusions of human essence echo throughout my core, the dark tunnel to a never-ending path. Landslides in the infinite me. I'm screaming, but only I can hear the screams. These chains are wrapped, they bind, they constrict, they suffocate. My blood boils, my nerve endings shrivel. My spine contracts and warps. My skin tingles, my eyes covered in mud, my physical body deteriorating, my ego a drunk dragon eating its own tail. An infinite, diluted knowledge, self-created understanding, self-proclaimed existence. I fight, I battle for something more, but I'm not sure what I'm battling for. The void continues to devour and consume, holding the coveted prize right before me, one step forward and an infinite amount backwards. Fatigue, aversion, apathy, purity, duality, mindfulness, soul, consciousness, enlightenment are all two sides of the same coin, one and the same, two edges of the same blade. It's the same blade that pierces flesh, that rots, that decays. It's the same blade that brings freedom and universal understanding. Comatose leaves my body after years of hibernation. Delusions wash away. I wake to see people living in a fantasy world, plugged into a matrix that doesn't exist, bombarded by distractions, a meaningless existence. I continue to scream, but no longer in pain, no longer in my self-consuming ways. I have no need for the petty. I have no need for distractions. And items that so many others give their being for. My only need is love. My only need is to evolve. My only need is to ascend. My only need is to be aware, be awake, to experience blissful existence, build a life-consuming one simultaneously. I feel the jaws of steel crushing me, but also caressing me at the exact same moment. I have only yet to break halfway out of my shell, outside the realm of this common perception, outside the chore of petty reality, that ever hungry wolf stalks its prey. The vicious jaws of the lustful heart is one to be reckoned with. The psyche of the mind is burdened by knowledge, a gray shadow of infinite paradox, hungry for meaning, self-knowledge. The search continues for the answers of questions that have no answers. The wolf walks his path alone, casted into the shadow of the planet, the shadow of humanity. 22 years have gone by. In the void, I wait for my turn for ascension. I wait in the darkness for the day I find that light. The void is not one of sorrow, as it is for most of my kin, but one of growth, experience, trial and error, love and loss. The void has me trapped in the cycle, but soon I know the chains that bind me will be shattered. I wait in my cave of self, alone, analyzing, watching the world turn ever so slowly, with me on the outside looking in. I watch, I absorb, I evaluate, I consider, I await enlightenment, I search for truth, I search for freedom. That's basically it. I wrote that. I don't really have any understanding of what it meant. It just came to me. I felt something that needed to be written down after this pseudo epiphany that I had earlier today. I'm going to continue making videos. It's not always going to be something like this, and it's just a little odd. I just felt very strongly that I wanted to share it. Thank you.